Where did we end? Right.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a
Suddenly
lizard?
15,000 from somewhere.
Then you're an idiot.
Textures I haven't loaded yet. Right. I think there was a prostitute in the upper floors. And then some of the other rooms, maybe talk to the people, that sort of stuff.
It's a shame, it is.
Yeah, it's a shame. What the fuck? Sheep shears with a rune slot.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
These people are a group.
An absolute shame.
Then you're an idiot.
Reply that it is indeed a damn shame.
Oh no, can you believe it? The divine son slaughtered like a supper lamb.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. But I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sick and avoid working on me.
You said it, Hilka. You're a true patriot.
Curiosity kills
Helga
the
jabbers
cat.
excitedly with Brax, but the two go quiet as you approach.
You're willing to risk Fort
Yeah,
Joy for
they're
one night with a
probably full of
lizard?
shit.
Then you're an idiot.
Have to sneak and eavesdrop.
Yeah? What do you want?
Tell her you want the very best for all peoples.
Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think?
Remark that optimism is a moral duty.
Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument.
Ask what the disagreement is.
Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. And Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. Sleeping with the enemy.
They look at you expectantly.
Note that if Thatcher is looking for romance, she should look no further than her partner. Must be clear to everyone that Eden here is deeply in love with her.
Thatcher bursts out laughing. Eden goes bright red.
Get lost before I throw you in a cell for disrespecting a magister. Two magisters. The magisters.
Thatcher doesn't look disrespected. Thatcher looks amused.
Disrespecting one magister's enough. Go on. Get lost.
She turns back to her drink.
Of course it's not true.
She tips you a wink, then turns away.
Baron Levere and guardsman, probably a traitor.
Here now, when one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see.
Yes.
Have you a reason for barging into my room, madam?
You didn't mean to offend. Apologize for the intrusion.
No harm done, I suppose. Though why I pay good money for these so-called bodyguards is another question entirely. Still, I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your service.
Ask Baron where his travels are taking him.
Travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a traveling man?
The manner of his speech remark he sounds like a city man, not a small town villager.
He laughs heartily.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought my accent would give me away, but you're quite right, of course. I am traveling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon, a celebration no man with a heart that is both as pious and mercantile as mine should miss.
Inquire after Lucian's Day and his reasons for attending.
I go because it is every citizen's duty, our communal obligation to chant the rites of the return and pray for Lucian's divine resurrection. That said, I do have more secular motivations as well. Arx positively overflows with pilgrims during the festival, pilgrims and their purses. As a merchant, it is quite my favorite day of the year.
He mentioned bodyguards. Why he's in need of a guard?
I'm a wealthy man, and wealthy men need protection, especially if they accompany their wealth. The merchant's burden, you see. He must escort his merchandise, always.
Okay. Show me the wares.
Music to my ears. A happy accident after all, you're barging into my room. If there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
The scrolls might be a good investment, not for this group, but they're relatively cheap compared to grenades, for example, and the effect is actually much better really. More damage, more variety in effects, and the price is cheaper.
Of course it's not true.
Smoke grenades might be an exception.
My lord, you want. I'm not in love with you.
You could force the enemy to come to you. Also, I need to get an idea how good these weapons are. They're fine. Right, we need a thieving +1 item from somewhere.
You got that right, Helga. You got that right.
And honestly, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful.
Of course it's not true.
Also, normal daggers. Physical damage is vastly superior to what we currently have, at least on the new Cutter dagger. Magical fighting daggers. 17 to 19 basic damage. That's a massive increase over 12 to 14.
Of course it's not true.
Still, thievery item, preferably something cheap.
My lord, you want. I'm not in love with you.
Good finesse armor. Has a slot, so we could also transfer the rune. A shield with over 100 physical defense, 81 magical armor. Wonder if you could just equip 2 shields. That would be perfect.
My lord, you want. I'm not in love with you.
You've got a pity. Trump.
Lore master +1. That's I think something we also need. I'm not gonna buy anything right now, but this is good stuff.
And honestly, you can trust me.
We could sell some of this crap.
And you can't be too careful, you know? If I can get Alexander, I won't get any of this.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Helga.
Of course it's not true.
There are probably better places to sell it though.
My lord, you want. I'm not in love with you.
Ah, crap. It's okay stuff.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
I'll try the 2 shield thing.
You've got to pick who you can
I doubt
trust.
it's possible.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
Right.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
There's someone in this room. Didn't notice that before. Dozing adventurer.
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles in his slumber.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad dwarf things.
He goes back to sleep. The man sleeps on.
Blood and oil do mix, after all. It's mine. Get off.
He goes back to... The man sleeps on.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there. It's mine. Get off.
He goes back... The man sleeps...
There's no graveyard on the island. Stay away from the graveyard. Don't touch it. Don't touch the chest.
He goes back to...
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
The man sleeps on.
Sawdust and wolves, mother. Sawdust and wolves.
He goes back to... The man sleeps...
Arcs for Lucian's Day sounds nice, mother.
He goes back... The man sleeps...
Leave me alone, mother.
He goes back to... The man...
Okay.
He goes back... The man...
But mother, I'm sleeping. As the head said, don't open the chest.
He goes back... The man... He goes back...
Okay, that's a weird encounter.
Of course it's not true.
This chest is the only one locked, so there's something special about it. Lock level 4, that's the
I'm
top
not in
one.
love with you.
Pickpocket seems to be possible at least. It's a quest too.
Of course it's not true.
Upstairs at the Black Bull Tavern, we found a weather-beaten man mumbling in his sleep.
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Don't have to find a solution to this yet.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love
We
with you.
did the captain's quest already. That said,
Of course it's not true.
Run, you fools.
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying...
Oh, she's
you
still
can trust
searching.
me. I can see a sorcerer from
Wonder
a
how
mile
long
away.
she'll search.
And you can't be too careful, you know?
Yep.
If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
She only had good stuff, so don't critically mind. It's worth it. Right, now what is this? I think we bought the female prostitute. Doesn't look like she's a fighter, at least.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. She fixes you with a sultry look, and when she speaks, it's like listening to honeyed smoke.
I'm so glad you came. But your friends will have to leave.
She turns her back on you and waits for your companions to leave.
Right, we're going to do the classic precaution of setting up a teleportation pyramid here. Yeah, you can take the other one. Sabine will get it, because Sabine can force herself to get 6 action points immediately and use the teleporter pyramid. Just in case there's trouble.
What the devil are you staring at?
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just the demure yet sexy maid. I was in here clearing up and I saw these clothes. I couldn't resist. Please don't punish me.
Is this a joke about the Argonian maid in Skyrim? What was her name? Lifts her tail or something like that? Catch on and tell her, she's been a very bad girl.
I'm so sorry, madam. I shall remove these clothes immediately.
Tell her she's been very naughty and should get those clothes off immediately, and also very slowly.
But mistress, these clasps and straps, they're so difficult for my delicate, sensitive, playful fingers. Would you
She bats her eyelashes as she turns her back to you.
mind helping me?
Sashay over to her. What does sashay mean? Undo the clasp on her robe.
She holds the robe to her, turns to face you. A mischievous smile plays across her lips. Then she lets the robe fall to the floor. Her mouth opens to form a perfect O of mock horror. Then she grins.
Don't move. Breathe her in, her heady scent, her intoxicating aura, her very presence, tantalizing and beguiling.
Take me.
She smiles, takes you by one manicured hand. With the other, she strokes your cheek, traces a line down your neck to your collarbone and your clothes. Slowly, she undresses you, then takes you to bed. Your world explodes in pleasure.
Okay, it was basically the sex scene then. somewhat surprised by that, but not quite. We're lucky for 50 turns. Lucky charm +2. Okay, that's at least amusing. I don't have any equipment.
Good morning, lovebirds.
Good morning, Gil. Hey, this is my lover. Lover, this is my friend Gil.
Bid Gil a cheery hello.
Shut it, you.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
I'm sorry, darling. It's a setup. You paid for a trip to paradise. Now you're paying for the return journey.
To wit, we're taking all your stuff. If you want it back, you can take it up with Lohar.
Yeah, they'll take my body. They'll take my stuff over your dead body. No, ask where to find Lohar first.
Reckon that's for you to figure out.
Yeah, you're not taking a shit. Okay, multiple teleporter pyramids.
What the devil are you staring at?
Right, Losa just needs to survive, really. What's the effect on me? Necrofire, decaying. So basically if I heal, I'm dead. I need the decaying gone. Scrolls! I think Fortitude would restore that. I don't have it, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, yes, I do. I need to douse the Necrofire. That's 40 points of fire damage each turn. That's a bit too much. Who's next? Terramancer is not in the fight yet. Marksman is next, then her. He doesn't have a physical armor though. Right, I need a proper heal, so I don't want to spend a lot of points on it, so it has to be a powerful heal. I need 200 hit points. Not sure I can get that much unless I probably have a full heal potion somewhere. I think this is an exceptional enough of a situation to warrant using that. It's stolen anyway. Right. Necrofire is doused with blood. Thing. Nope. It just blessed them. Right. I'm gonna do mass cleanse wounds. It cost me a source point. But I'm in big trouble with her, especially if I can't get rid of the necrofire. Magical attacks would work much better here. Where the fuck did the bottle go? It hit somewhere in the environment. That's bullshit. Pretty badly stuck here. I need I need you to be somewhere else. That's what I need more than anything. Can't target her because she's fortified. How to do? Okay, this is enough. I can't really attack just them, that's the main problem.
Glory is mine.
Don't really have all that many abilities I could use with him. Petrified, blind. Right. To block their access to Lose.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Right. What exactly do I want to do? Ace the next guy's ass. Yeah. Something happened there. Okay, we can keep these guys out of the fight. They're affected by 2 auras, so they pretty much are incapable of doing anything useful. Now they don't have any armor. Bit of armor recovery. Okay, nice little situation, but there's no immediate threat that I can see at this point. We have a lot of status effects, but we can heal through them. Okay, Necrofire does spreads. Place that shit. Cancels Necrofire at the very least. Right, they can certainly cause me some grief, but I don't think they can heal us really anymore. Yeah, they're just losing too many people. Where the hell does the Necrofire keep coming from? I guess I'm bleeding fire when I'm hit, that's probably the reason. Can't really think of anything else. Very vulnerable to physical attacks. Right, I'm I'm in a fairly good condition overall. Just need to re-establish my shields. Fire on you too? Yeah. Cannot be extinguished. Going in on the fun then. Right. Fairly basic damage, and there was no real threat anymore. Be so careful with the use of the chloroform bottle. You think it functions like a normal magical attack, and it doesn't. It can just hit in all the weird places instead of reaching its target. Not necessarily a bad thing, because the arc also allows you to bypass direct line of sight blockage, I guess. Just something that you need to be aware of. That's not the same as the other items. Okay, this is no good. Probably... Yeah, what the hell is happening? Ooh, yeah, wrong character. We're mostly just gonna re-establish defenses. A lot of things happened there. Fire will end. How in the hell is she out of sight? Guess there's a blood cloud there somewhere. Well, I can heal through the bloodsucker ability if nothing else. Who needs the heal? No one really. Can't target anything anyway. Fine, let's just not do anything then. Pretty much impossible to target this. Well, she's not going anywhere. Didn't mean to loot, but whatever. How the hell could I kill you? I don't think I can. I don't want to start another fire here.
Oh, my darling. You're so very good at what you do. I hope you're not sore about what just happened.
Um... Realistically, I'm not sure what you would expect. The prostitute would not be in any kind of a position to do anything about it. So I guess I certainly wouldn't be happy about it. But at the same time, what's the point of holding a grudge? Give her a long, cool look, smile, lean over and kiss her. It was worth it.
She returns the smile with interest, a twinkle in her eye.
It was worth it, wasn't it? Now, baby, you should leave.
Yep, let's go.
Oh, darling. I've forgotten you already.
Take one last look at your lizard lover, then turn and walk away. Right, where's my loot? It's in the box, isn't it? Oh, are you saying? Ah, burgled backpack. I was worried that all my loot might be there and I have to steal it to get back. That's ludicrous. That's a lot of items though. It probably takes a while to really get into inventory, right? There we go. Now, what exactly was I using? At least the game had the goddamn decency to put the items I was equipped with on the first row. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Because the worst thing about the inventory stealing is that everything has to be redone. So just having some sort of an automatic system there to place the useful items separate is basically counters any downside. Might be a better idea to pick a fight here with her too, just so I could be free to loot everything. On that note, what is she carrying? It's a good dagger. Very good, also way too valuable for me. Level 11 dagger. We'll be back for you, my darling. I mean the dagger. I might forget that though. still more or less expected. I think there's high probability that the likelihood will be the same. The end result will be the same no matter which choose you a female or male, because they're not both here in that room at the same time.
Of
So
course
the end
it's
result
not
is the
true.
same. It's just your preference. Which one do you want to see?
I'm not in love with you.
He gives you his mischievous grin.
I did promise you the experience of a lifetime.
Tell him you killed his comrades. Ask him for one good reason why you shouldn't grant him the same reward.
His eyes widen. His lip quivers. You expect him to be afraid, even ashamed, but he's relieved.
Oh, thank the gods. They had me over a barrel. You have to believe me. It's hard enough to earn a crust around here, and me and the young'un, we've been starving.
Yeah, my view of this is definitely that if there's an organized gang here with thugs and all that, there's very little the individual people here can do. They basically have the option of not doing anything or just going along with it. Going along with it isn't exactly a good thing, but you can't blame them mainly for what happened. It's always the gang's fault. Ask about the young one.
My lady, the little un was left with me when my wife died. She won't make it without me, the poor child.
What's her name?
Livy. The child's name is Livy. She stays in the kitchen while I work. Go look. I swear it's true.
But I've already been in the kitchen and there's no one there. I'll go take a look. Papa Trash. I dislike the fact that I can't say that I've already been to the kitchen. There's no one there. Who is Papa Trash though?
I'm not, I swear.
He gives you an earnest look and shows you to walk.
Yeah? You're good with the magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Might as well go take a look. I'm wondering how the game will handle this. Run away! He'll disappear, right? I wish I could just track them somewhere interesting.
That lying waiter seems to have legged it.
Is it closed? Yeah. Having fooled us, Lovric fled. To be fair, he never really fooled us. I wanted to just see how that goes. Does it lead to anywhere? It doesn't. Not gonna load. It's not that big of a deal. More or less, let's roll with it. Let's just roll with things unless we have a real reason not to. Water barrels. Automatic save, not encouraging. Effie.
Look at that. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison then? A sip or a smoke?
So drugs or booze? Wave your hand through the wafting smoke and ask if that's Drudenay you're smelling.
Aye, so it is. But not just any Drudenay. Oh no. My own special blends. Further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are always on the lookout for an edge.
We probably want to fight in the arena. At the same time, we probably don't want to fight there now. Our equipment is not up to the task. Also, it's arena of this area, so we probably shouldn't fight it at the lowest possible level with the worst possible gear. After maybe a level up or two and upgraded gear, you'll have an easier time of it.
I give them that edge. You could say that my darling herbs flower in the flesh and blossom in the brain. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom?
Courage, ferocity, alertness, further enlightenment. Not right now.
Take all the time you need. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor.
So she's just a drug seller, basically. Ramos's Rendezvous, Dorothea, Lohar, Dreamer Pipe. Allows you to smoke herbal mixtures.
Hail, what a pretty young thing you are. Call me Dorothea.
She has a great amulet. Great ring and great ring.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
Oh yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain with those I deem deserving. Those who have accomplished great things. So, tell me, are you worthy of my gift?
I don't recall Safa at all. Mention your conversation with Safa and tell her you'd like to get acquainted.
Oh, Safa. Too inebriated to keep her lips tight. Not inebriated enough to slip into blackness. Then let us skip the niceties. I can fulfill your greatest desire.
She was the sorcerer who changed the person upstairs. Probably like physical major change. Keep silent, you only wish for your mind to be your own again, and that is a wish that cannot be granted.
Oh, I see your ache. I can weave some tapestries, but that I cannot touch. Even a divine cannot repair all that we want mended. Yet we all have a need dwelling within us. To expose it, all you must do is look into my ring and tell me what you see there.
We might as well see where it goes.
Gaze into the gem, my lovely girl.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and fuzzy images. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
Okay. You can choose 5 options. A towering oak withstanding gale force winds, a symbol of strength. Quill made of swan feather, a tool for those pursuing knowledge. Golden chest covered with runes and overflowing with emeralds. A stately dragon, it spread its wings and roars, such power. A blue butterfly crawling from its chrysalis, a second chance at life. Strength, knowledge, wealth, power, or some sort of a change. I would guess the woman upstairs choose something like this. A different life, different metamorphosis, changing you somehow. Symbol, tool, wealth, power, knowledge.
Yes. I see you clearly now. It is knowledge you crave. You want scholars to bow in your presence, begging for truth in an age of lies. I will fulfill this desire. In return, I ask for one thing in return. A kiss.
Mercy, mercy.
Where does this go? Agree to the deal.
Most delicious. Meet me around the corner, and come alone.
Yeah.
An audience is not required.
These are always scams of some sort. We already had one terrible encounter, so why not have another? If there's some sort of a fight, we're far enough that we can enter it without any kind of extra cost, so... what is it? Oh, she's going there. We're free to fight. Yeah, there's skulls and everything. Okay, Spider-Woman, show me what you've got.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood seeps out. Blood and something else. Something green.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think a kiss is the height of intimacy. Now come closer and receive your soul's desire.
You draw closer and close your eyes, eager to feel her lips on yours. Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider.
Accept the kiss.
Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
The knowledge you needed is now yours. My venom penetrates your mind and lifts your senses. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment.
Muse that no one is ever as they seem.
My girl, I am exactly as I seem. You've seen my true self. There's nothing more to know.
She kisses her forefinger, then presses it against your forehead.
Now go.
Spiders kiss Talon. Spider's Kiss gives you -2 Constitution and +2 to Intelligence. Well, this is a shit sandwich I didn't need, but actually it's a way to manipulate your stats. The problem is I do need the constitution, so this is a terrible trade-off. It's more or less irrelevant. I'll just have to put a couple of points there to counter it. The valuable thing is that I have information about these things, what you can get and how to get them. That's the only useful thing about this, really. Right? Wasn't particularly useful, but now we know. You probably get the -2 constitution every time, no matter what. That's the arena master. This is the arena. We need to remember that every treasure chest here, it needs to be looted before the fight ends. So basically we need to fight until there's one guy remaining, then we need to suppress it and tank its damage while we loot everything. Level 11, that probably is a good indication of what the opposition here is going to be. Right. Under tavern. I think I'll end things here. There's a lot of things for us to do here. I'm not sure where they're gonna go. Ooh, how the hell do you get there? Yeah, there's treasure in there. Don't see an obvious entrance. Sabine would be the one to spot it, though. Map says the entrance is here, in this position. Probable that you can't spot it at all unless it's some kind of a quest reward giver shows it to you. If there's a one button, give me another. Simple as that, well, no complaints from me. Ceremonial dagger. Bloodied ball and a skull. New dagger for her. Some bones, right. Not bad at all. A couple of interesting encounters and a new weapon for Sabine. (15 to 16) suffocation, crippled. It's a fine weapon. It's not amazing though, but it's still 3 levels higher than that piece of crap. We do have to do crafting too. The current weapon that I removed had a... yeah, I need to remove that. Anyone missing runes of any type? No. Right. Why the hell did you lose half of your health? Okay, there's a couple of extra guys we need to talk to. We'll ignore the arena master, but Brahmos' rendezvous is there, and then there's the leader of the dwarves. It's a big one.